Practice enhancers. Have a visual area or a flip switch. And what I mean by that is you need to have something, especially for young high school players, something that where it flips the switch, their distractions, their problems, they go away. So ours at Nicholls, our clubhouse it's not in the ideal location which you would want. Excuse me. Connected to the dugout, and right there, they leave their locker, and 2 seconds later they're at the field. Ours is just off, right across the parking lot, probably 100 yards away. But I like it a little bit because once our players are ready and they're dressed to go to practice, they have a little walk, and I tell them all the time, look, this is your time to clear your head. Whatever problems you have off the field or distractions, they better be gone on this walk. So you're walking, you're clearing your head. As soon as you step through the gate on the field, you're ready to go. And it can be whatever you want. You need to have one that starts practice and one that ends their day. So for me, I know when I take that post-practice shower, my day is done. I'm washing my day off there. If I'm aggravated with the player or I got onto him or something, it's done right there. It goes with me when I shower and I'm done, and we're moving on to the next day. So they can write it down. You might have a playbook or a manual that you give your players, give it to them. If you don't have a locker room, which we didn't at one of my high school stops, they knew when they were done with their vehicle, we had to change in the parking lot, they were ready to go. And so again, have them write it down, whatever it may be. Some guys might be different, or you might have the whole team have the same one. You can have a little sign that they can hit, something. It might be your school logo. It might be something. It might be a saying for that year, something that they can physically touch going to the field, and they're ready to go. Okay, send out the practice plan so guys can prepare. When GroupMe came out, I love this. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's basically a virtual locker room. Okay, and what we would do, we would try to send out, and we do this at Nicholls, we send out our practice plan to them on a PDF in GroupMe, and they just take a quick look at what we're going to do. And the reason we do that is they may see on there, okay, we're going after, as soon as stretch is done, we're going to bunt defense. Okay, and if they get it early in the morning, they might go through your playbook. They might ask another infielder, hey, what's cover 3 again? What are we doing? And they come out prepared. So a great tool there with GroupMe. You can send out. I have all of our hitters at Nicholls in one, constantly sending them swings, constantly creating dialogue. Very good tool there. It can be abused for sure, but if you're in there with them and you're constantly keeping it business-like, it can be done effectively. All right, so at practice, get them moving early. And the reason I say this is I'm sure you're familiar with the attention span of these players. It's getting shorter and shorter every year. All right, so you have those guys for about 8 minutes. If you got a big go get them speech before practice, they're drowning you out after about 8 minutes. And so I like our guys to get to the field, or if they're coming to a cage session with me, I like to get them moving early. I don't like long meetings right before practice. Okay, these guys are best when they get to the field, they get moving. You might have early work set up. You might have a program that goes straight into stretch as a team, whatever it may be. Get them there and get them moving quickly. You're going to have their best attention right after that. This is something that I actually noticed before the virus hit, and now the virus is actually a natural excuse for it. Water bottles versus water jugs. As soon as I got to Nicholls State University, obviously I made the move from high school to college. I saw the effectiveness of just water bottles. You can get a 6-pack, very cheap, 3 or 4 sets, and just having the water there. This is where a manager comes in, but having the water, if you're doing defensive fundamentals and the outfielders are in the outfield and your infielders are there in the infield and you have catchers, whatever it may be, and that water is there available for them, instead of the team running to the dugout, next thing you know, it's a party in there. Have water bottles at the station. Now with COVID, obviously, our guys have to bring their own water bottle to practice, and I keep sliding it to our trainer. I keep telling them every time I pass them, keep this forever. This is effective, okay?